Sin and Gin.
Wassup Weenies? How's it going? This is Sin and Gin podcast. I am Victor Garsley.
I am the Crow Boy.
I am Mr. Gray.
And I am Frankengene.
It's very good to see you guys again for another crap episode where we just talk about shit.
Yeah. Also, we can't see you, so it's good to see you. We can't see you, but I'd imagine you all there naked.
I was going to say in your pants.
With your brown dad willies out.
With your brown dad willies out and your mum brown willies out.
And your mum. Wait, do mums get brown? Like, do they get like a tanned fanny?
More research is needed. The funding is not there yet.
I will look into this.
Yeah, all the scientists are wrapped up with the incident at the minute. They'll get straight back to fanny browning.
Doing a knock campaign, sort of knocking door to door.
Maybe yeah.
What colour? Oh, fucking hell! I do this every time, don't I? I position this so I wouldn't hit my microphone. And what did I do in the first fucking segment? Is punched it right in the old.
He's ruined it, and we'd like to apologise to everyone.
Right in the microphone willy, right in the microphone brown willy,
right in his dad willy.
Yeah, they come up with one of those. They come door to door with one of those Dulux, like colour charts from like from ghost white to I don't know.
Starts off. What's your age demographic? I see. So you should fall around this category. Is that correct?
So how are we doing, guys? Have we had a productive week full of joyous things? In lots?
Full of work.
Dave, what have you done?
I've done nothing. I've sat here and I've been to shops, and shops are a little less, what's the word? Tedious. A little less tedious at the moment.
Like what? Like what shop?
Like Asda.
Oh, yeah?
Riveting. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I go there now.
You know, they do some shirts in there.
Hey, they do. And I bought two for £4.
Get out.
£4.
They were £4 each. Let me just clarify. It wasn't that good of a deal. Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say.
Not this one, though. This is a classic Joe toucan shirt.
So, yeah, Joe's got toucans on his shoes. Because
and what have I got?
To play that game, Joe. Joe thing. Joe. Mr. Frankengene, how have you been?
I've been quite well. I did my first D&D campaign yesterday.
Oh, and how
my
was
first
that?
session. It was rather riveting. I exploded the knee of a monster with a dual-wielded maul with a 6'8", 310-pound robot.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Yeah, me too, but in real life.
So
no, seriously, it was good.
What was your character?
I am what they call a warforged. It's a steampunk, like sort of themed Dungeons and Dragons land called Eberron, and I'm playing a warforged, which is basically like a robot that was designed for war. And I'm really big, and it's good though. Like
big?
I know it's a bit of a sort of topic.
If I did Dungeons and Dragons, I'd be a jazz bobcat.
What would your name be?
That is actually a class and a race.
I'd be a jazz bobcat, and my powers would be I'd play epic sax, and then all the monsters.
It could be a bard. It could be a bard that plays sax.
You know that epic saxon that's like.
Do you know what? I see you more as Guinevere the Strange.
Oh.
Mysterious lady dark elf.
What about you, Joe? What would you play?
I'd be Hoblitz. Hoblitz the Goblin.
Hoblitz. What about you, Dave?
Some kind of tree man.
I'll be a tree elk man.
Oh, you'd be Gangly Jim.
Gangly Jim.
Roll so gangly.
Roll 10 for long stride.
Another idea I had was to play a gnome barbarian and call him Gnomon the Barbarian.
Good.
So that
very good.
Yeah.
Strong.
Nailed it.
Do you know what? I've never played Dungeons and Dragons, but I absolutely love like role playing, like I've seen RPGs, like computer games.
Maybe that could be an idea for a video. Maybe like we should get somebody to be the dungeon master, and the four of us play it, absolutely pissed, and we've never played it before, and we'll video it.
I'm game. I'd be well for that.
You had me at absolutely pissed.
You had me at Hoblets.
Why don't the four of us just get absolutely pissed?
We'll just make our own campaign, make our own stories along the way. Don't need a dungeon master. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. It does look really good, though.
It was fun. It was really fun. Like I said, for a first experience, it was really enjoyable. So,
how long's the game? How long do they last for?
Well, this particular one is going to go on for longer. So it was a 4-hour session, this particular one, but it was just the beginning. So, you can have like just one-off campaigns which last about the same time, or you can just do it in segments. It's here's what it is.
Do what you want, can't
you? Yeah.
Pretty cool. It's pretty,
I'm a Warforged. Do what I want.
And I do think it's due for a comeback because so few people use their imagination enough anymore.
Do you think it became a little bit more popular when Stranger Things came out?
Oh, probably.
Yes, 100%. I can guarantee that.
Does anyone ever watch the program Community either by Dan Harmon?
I've heard of it. I've not seen it.
There was a Dungeons & Dragons episode of that, and it was so fucking funny, honestly. But yeah, so what we got coming up today, Matt? For the uninitiated, what is Sin Gin, first of all?
Okay, so Sin and Gin, for all you newbies listening, it's a podcast where we play some silly games, we tell facts, we do a thing called the Blank O Mattic, which we'll come to, and we're just four drunken guys chatting and doing our thing, basically.
I've just realised as well, it's been a very long time since we've actually linked this to the band we're in, Matt.
Yes, that might be good.
That might be good. So me and Matt are in a band called Victor and the Bully with Nancy or Halo. You can check us out on all the Facebooks and all the Dealy Boppers and the MySpace and Bebo and all of that stuff. Just search for Victor and the Bully. Really active community. We have our fans in we've got the Victor and the Bully Sinners page, and these two lovely gents are our good friends who we used to be in a band with called Billy Rebel, and we just kind of hang out and get very drunk.
And this is the first time in a little while where we've actually got some Victor and the Bully news.
Oh, Christ,
that's a fair point.
Yeah, that's what, to be fair, that's why I mentioned it, because I was like, when was the last time we actually linked this to the band?
Well, obviously, due to the incident that's all happening, we haven't really been able to, do too much. So, Joe, would you like to explain?
Yes. So, in the incident, we've decided to reimagine some of the classic Victor and the Bully tracks into new versions. So, for example, we've done a bossa nova version of Cannibals. Matt, I've done a weird tribal hellbound version of Devil's Got My Soul.
I love that word, hellbound.
Hellbound. And we're doing a few more. And have we released the name of it yet?
It's Quarantini.
I did laugh.
Quarantinis. And some kind of alliterative thing after that merry mashup or something, wasn't it?
It was Quarantini's EP, Marvelous Merry Mashups.
Yeah.
But I've also got to add that Mr. Grave and Frank and Jean will be doing the music for a track each on the EP as well.
Unless it's shit, and then we'll reject it.
Yeah, and then we're just.
I'm not holding my hopes up high.
It's good.
As long as they don't do the same track.
Yeah, that you feel that way.
Oh.
Send the same thing over. Look, I think I've got a banger here, mate.
Yeah, and then we have to pick the best one.
One of us to do it.
So yeah, they're going to be doing the music for one of the tracks as well. And this is going to be completely free. It's going to be for free download on SoundCloud. And when we do bring it out, it's going to be available on Spotify, iTunes, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, it was just a little free, fun project that we wanted to give out to the world during these weird and awful times. So, yeah. I think that's it in all of what we have for Victor and the Bully news, really, apart from the fact that we're still working on the new album.
Yes. Yeah.
But
we hope to gig one day.
One day. But of course, because we're not in the same room, it makes writing a little bit tricky. So you can only kind of go back and forth on ideas when you're in the same room. But we're doing our best. It's like I said, the ship is still sailing, good and strong, but it's a bit slower than what it normally is.
Cool. It's quite surprising. Sorry to interrupt, Joe. I was going to say it's quite surprising when you've got that separation, just how much that can limit, like the vibe that you get between them, particularly when you're writing sort of in the same room.
And you have to be in the same room. You can't bounce off each other the same way online, no matter how you try.
No, it's not quite the same, is it?
No. And some things need to just happen as well. You know, it's like, you know, Joe's written most of the riffs like when I'm cooking dinner and he's just mucking about, and Joe will start, you know, he starts singing about, you know, putting poo in his pants, or, you know,
whoa.
wearing his sock in his coat, you know?
Whoa. Poo in his pants.
Poo goes in the toilet, Matt. I've only pooed my pants once.
You were about pooping in the bath.
Oh, I did poop in the bath, yeah. You might laugh.
But it's sick to me.
You might laugh. Doesn't end that sentence. Yes, I will.
Yeah. Joe does seem to sing a lot of toilet humour songs while I'm cooking dinner.
They're the easiest melodies because poo rhymes with a lot of words and fart rhymes with a lot of words. Yeah. So
that's a fair point.
And so does sex, bum and willy. So
that's so silly.
Sex Bomb and Willie.
So one of our newer songs, which you can hear on the Patreon, I believe, or part of it is one we played live a couple of times, which was Danza de los Muertos, or Dance of the Dead, and originally it was a song about my willy.
Yeah,
because it was about my willy, and because it was going, and we shake it, and I shake it, and then we were like, well, wouldn't it be better if it was skeletons, not your willy, not your big brown willy,
your brown willy,
not your dad brown
your dad willy, your dad willy. We have to just clarify that.
Yeah.
If you're confused by this, by the way, listen to the last podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. Fine. So we should probably move on to the old Blank O Mattic, eh? No. Christ on a stick.
Talk about rush. Jesus.
Yeah, I want to get this over.
We should probably go to the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
Listen, good
What I meant was Count Factula.
I've got facts for you. You've got facts for me. Well, here comes Count Factula to drain you with his facts.
I am Count Factula. Yeah, put that factory right there.
Wow.
All right.
I hate it.
Was that Batman?
Yeah. I'm Batman. Where is she? Where are they?
Wow. Count Factula, you sound a little different this week.
Thanks, I hate it. So yes, this next segment is called Count Factula. And Count Factula is we will tell each other a fact that we have not done much research in.
Says you.
And well, yeah. And we will tell each other about that fact. That's about it, really.
Yeah.
Way to sell it.
It's great. You love it. Yeah. You know, it's a bit like being fingered in the bum. You're a bit confused at first, but you get into it.
but you feel a little bit more like enlightened afterwards.
Yeah.
Just a finger up the bum is
you'll
enough
feel
to make
looser.
you come. Put
No harm
your finger
done.
up the bum.
Good. Wow, that was nice, Joe.
It was quite
Next advert there.
Well, we'll insert advert here. So the first fact this week is going to be Mr. Graves.
Hello, everyone. So my
Hi.
fact is a little mini collection of little mini facts, because seeing as everyone else seems to
Oh
be doing.
God, you're at it as well. Fucking hell.
Well, I felt left out.
mine's not that like that.
What happened to the sanctity of the one fact?
It was one fact, and then I discovered that this one fact kind of enticed. Tied up with other facts.
Okay,
So
tie-dye.
basically, cabbage,
Oh yeah.
broccoli, cauliflower, kale. Right, exciting news.
All the sexiest of vegetables.
All the sexist of vegetables. I'm not even finished there. Oranges.
This could be about poo, isn't it?
James,
I was going to say,
I'm not going to lie. My original fact and everything else was pretty much about poo. And then at the last minute, I talk about shit too much. I literally talk about shit all the time.
Are these food that make your shit firmer? Lots of fibre.
My fact has nothing to do with shit.
Make your farts smellier?
Yeah, go on.
Tell your fucking fact.
Tell my fucking fact. Broccoli, oranges, peanuts, all these different bananas are all man-made. Did you know that?
I knew bananas were, because obviously don't have any. The ones we eat don't have any seeds in. They're infertile.
There was like, so bananas, there was two types beforehand. Again, they are weird words that I'm going to definitely say wrong. So like Musa acuminata or cuminata, Musa balbiciana had too many, had a pleasant taste but too many seeds, and the other one had a nice fleshy inside but didn't taste nice. So they formed them together to make bananas that we taste today. Sorry. And another fact for you, actually, you know when you have like sweets that taste like bananas or any kind of like artificial banana.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Has that weird, you know this one already, has that weird
foaminess.
taste to it.
Yeah.
So that taste is actually based on a banana that is extinct now from like the 1950s, that the taste was reproduced so much that species of banana became extinct.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember hearing
tastes
that,
like,
and I was thinking, how gross would an actual banana that tasted like that be?
Yeah, imagine that. But then I suppose back then it was kind of normal, isn't it, really?
Well,
Like,
yeah, I suppose. Maybe
used
in a
to.
couple of 100 years, there'll be sweets that taste like the bananas we eat, and they'll be like, I can't believe people eat bananas.
So how was? I mean, I love broccoli. It's probably one of my favourite veg.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
That's a
Basic bitch.
Oh, I love it. I just like licking the top of them.
Well, basically, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts, collard greens, pretty much all that sort of family all originated from wild mustard. And they introduced different types of plants that they would grow next to it, and eventually, over like years and years of evolution, these plants would then create different formations of broccoli and cauliflower, stuff like that. Same with grapefruit. Grapefruit was with grapefruit is actually kind of the same way as orange. Well, they're pricks, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Oh, it makes my sphincter tighten.
Unless you get it in your eye, then it's a fucking...
Well, I was putting
Why
it
are
up
you
the
getting
arse.
grapefruit in your eye?
Because it's really fucking juicy.
I'm not sure how it makes it tighten if that's the case. Fucking hell.
I actually squeeze it into my eye directly. That's the best way to ingest the grapefruit. Get its natural nutrients.
And then pour it into your
Was
mouth
it? It's
that
like
way.
eyeball Paul was like with grapefruit. Said bastard.
Oh god.
Squeeze them out there.
Oh dear. So, well, that's a good fact.
I love that one, yeah, I just really like that.
Next fact
interesting.
is Crowboy.
My one. I found this out. So I listen to a lot. As you guys know, I listen to a lot of podcasts. And
Yes.
sorry for anyone watching on the video. I'm looking up because I've got a second screen, but I've had to put it up so it looks like I'm looking at the ceiling at my fact. But I fell asleep listening to a podcast, and it obviously skipped to another one. And I woke up in the middle of this podcast about snakes. You know, the most slivery of our reptile friends.
The real snake.
The phallus reptiles.
Yeah, anything
The
to
phallical
do
reps.
anything's a dildo if you're brave enough, you know. So, and they start talking about this man called Bill Haast. Does anyone know about Bill Haast?
No.
No. So Bill Haast was a guy. He has the world record. He's dead now, but it's the world record for the most number of venomous, poisonous snake bites received, 172.
Oh, yeah.
And he was a guy. When he was a child, he was fascinated by picking up snakes. American picking up snakes and kind of extracting their venom. And what he'd do, he'd have this kind of glass that had a bit of rubber over the top, and he'd make the snake bite it, and he'd extract the venom. And he did some strange things with it. So he let snakes bite him like a lot, or he'd also ingest venom. So basically, he was almost immune to cobras, vipers, all these different kinds of snakes by the time he was an adult, because he just kept ingesting venom, like little bits of venom, and letting the snakes bite him a little bit.
It's nice to have a hobby.
It is, because the one thing he found out as well, because you bear in mind he was born in like 1910, so this was, early days on this kind of research.
There weren't much to do back then.
Weren't much to do but get fucking bitten by snakes. Snakes aren't predators of anything larger than themselves, generally, that are the size of us. So when they strike, they tend not to inject all of their venom unless they're really threatened. Because what's the point? You're gonna need. They use their venom for eating and catching their prey. So he kind of found that out. But the cool thing was his blood was so full of anti-venom that he flew himself all over the world to help people who had been bitten by snakes in like remote countries to give them his blood, which is really fucking cool.
Yeah.
And he also said in a lot of interviews that because he had all this snake venom in his blood, that it made him immune to coughs, cold, the flu, and that he would live to be 100. And he actually died when he was 100 years old, which is really fucking weird.
How did he die?
Like a heart attack.
Snake bite.
Stingray.
Too soon.
How's it
Too soon.
That was like back in 1910, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. But the other thing as well is he extracted venom from venomous snakes like 300 times and gave that venom to researchers for antidotes and antivenoms and things like that. So he was really kind of influential in the cure for snake bites.
The snakes.
He was a snaky guy.
Danger noodles.
He also opened a really unsuccessful zoo called the Serpentarium, which had to close down when an alligator ate a child whole.
Oh, cute.
And this snake is my biggest in the collection.
The boy was battered, submerged, and killed, and Bill jumped in and shot him.
For that delicious, crispy outer layer.
Bill jumped in and shot the crocodile 9 times with his pistol.
with his venom.
The weird thing is the father didn't.
Snake man.
It didn't blame him. Blame the child.
No, well, I'd blame the fucking crocodile, to be honest. But still.
Yeah. So Bill Haast, a very influential man in.
That was pretty cool. I liked that.
Probably should never have kept crocodiles.
No,
just saying. He was a snake man. Stick to snakes.
Just like literally, just at the end of it all, goes, if that child had just let a few snakes bite him, he would have still been here.
Well, he could live to 100, couldn't he? But instead, he died in the 60s like some little bitch.
Some little crocodile bitch.
I'm so sorry for that. Oh dear! Please don't sue me, family of deceased child.
Oh my god.
So, Mr. Terrence, would you like?
Okie dokie. Right. So, obviously, you've seen that McDonald's has recently opened up all their drive-thrus again.
Hell yeah!
And everyone's going insane for a Big Mac. So my fact is actually tied in with McDonald's. So apparently McDonald's didn't know what the internet was in the 90s. So essentially what happened was as the internet started to rise and become a thing and domain names were being bought out and everything, the more tech-savvy companies were buying domain names ready for this internet boom. Now, a writer for Wired magazine called Joshua Quitner back in 1994 actually called up McDonald's to let them know that their domain name was available and that anybody could buy it. And they basically were like, what's the internet? They literally did like no sort of recollection. So he basically explained it to this PR rep, what it was all about and how it's going to be a big thing. And in the not too distant future, every company's going to have a website. They basically literally turned around and went, oh, that's cute, and hung up on him. So he did the same for Burger King as well. But initially what he did, because of what they said, McDonald's, he bought McDonald's.com. He phoned up Burger King and said, by the way, I've got McDonald's.com if you want to buy it off me. So, and basically explaining, you could put anything you want on there. You could basically say, like, put their burgers are shit, their burgers are made of children, whatever you want, you can do that and people can see it. Burger King also said, what's the internet? So basically turned that down as well. So basically, eventually what happened was he took basically on the domain name of McDonald's.com, he put up on there, if anyone wants to buy this domain name, you can contact me at ronald@mcdonalds.com. Eventually, McDonald's got back in contact with him to say about buying the domain name after kind of doing a bit more research. his legal representative turned around and said, "You don't have to do a damn fucking thing. You can keep that as much. If you want to keep it, you can keep it. There's nothing they can do about it." But being the good person that he is, he actually just asked for a donation to a public school to buy computers of just $3,500. So he could have charged through the roof for that domain name. If he had kept it, imagine if he had kept it for a few more years.
Yeah.
But I just find it interesting. You think that it's such a big company like McDonald's.
Yeah.
King, even sort of at that. I know it was still very new.
Not that it would have mattered really about exploiting McDonald's through the roof.
Yeah.
But the fact that he was just like, just donate some computers to a local school.
That's it.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was pretty cool.
I love that story as well. And Josh Quittner is actually quite an accomplished writer. He released a load of books in the 90s about technology. He was really at like the cutting edge of like the internet and things like that. So he was an interesting fella.
Yeah, nice.
So it's a bit random.
So, my fact.
Oh, here we go. This is what we've all been waiting for.
My fact this week is, and this has only recently come to light. My flatulence is very bad.
Someone had to.
End of fact.
My fact this week is that Freddie Mercury reportedly dressed Princess Diana in drag and snuck her into a gay bar in the late 1980s. Disguised as a male model, she went completely unnoticed and enjoyed a night on the town.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, so Princess Diana was very known for supporting LGBTQ. And where is this?
So you could say he turned the princess into a killer queen.
Oh! Well done.
You get the king clap of approval right there.
It was the queen, wasn't it?
I'm never normally that quick.
So this has come out from the memoir of an actress called Cleo Rockos, and she, according to Rockos, the three had been spending the day with comedian Kenny Everett drinking champagne and watching reruns of The Golden Girls. Muted so they could provide their own naughtier storylines. When the rebellious royal learned...
Wait. I feel a segment coming on.
Yeah. When the rebellious royal learned the group planned on visiting the historic gay bar Royal Vauxhall Tavern later that evening, she insisted upon joining them. It was Mercury who ended up consigning the addition and said, "Go on, let the girl have some fun," he reportedly said. There was an issue, of course. Diana was at the time one of the most photographed faces in the world. A visit to a gay bar would not go unnoticed, so they needed a disguise. In the end, they settled on a look that would let the mother of Princess William and Harry pass for a rather eccentrically dressed gay male model. The group visited the Royal Vauxhall Tavern, where a giggling Diana was able to purchase wine and beer from the bar without being recognised.
Amazing.
Cool,
that is incredible. That's
it's like the most 90s thing.
It's so wholesome as well. It's so wholesome. So yeah, I really love that. I mean,
you can't imagine it though, can you? Like sort of just being under a spotlight like that so much that you can't even do something.
Imagine
like
being
that.
in a room with Freddie Mercury and Princess Diana. I mean, that's a
yeah.
just to be there, you would just want to sit there and be in the corner and just enjoy it, you know. So yeah, that is my Count Factula fact.
Dirty Diana.
Very good.
So Crowboy, what is next?
I believe shit news is next.
Wait,
the segment that could not be named. Cool.
Have you got the lockdown blues because your hair is out of control? Do you cry when you stand naked in front of the mirror? Well, fret no more. Grab new Halo Muff Merkin and show the world how amazing your tuppence tuft really is. Made with the finest cadaver hair, you'll have the most amazing looking clam carpet in town. The perfect fanny fur is just a click away from halosmuffmerkin.com.
Welcome to Shit News, the only place you are free from the lamestream media, telling you what to think and what to do. We've got all the top headlines. For example, inside Sam Fayer's pristine £2.25 million Surrey home after dazzling makeover. Relatable.
Wowzers.
Okay.
Wow. Peter Andre and daughter Princess giggle at Katie Price's career choices.
Wow.
Oh my God. What? The monsters.
Yeah. Penny Lancaster admits husband Rod Stewart was jealous of her with another man on Strictly.
What a slut bag.
Inside Glee stars Naya Riviera and Lee Michelle's massive feud as they didn't talk for an entire series.
Oh, who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit indeed? But the one I want to focus on this week is a story about a man who's just trying to relax.
What man?
He was a Chinese man.
The Chinese man with the power?
The power of voodoo.
Voodoo?
No, we're in China. We're in China here, and there was a man who fell asleep while in one of those massage chairs you get in the shopping centres.
Yeah.
He fell asleep because he was so fucking relaxed, and that he was there for so long. The whole shopping centre closed, and he had to tweet help for someone to come and get him.
Things to tweet, though.
What? Like,
He tweeted in Chinese, weirdly enough.
Hashtag Bitburn.
No,
no, not sunbed.
Oh, shit.
It's a massage chair. Hashtag Bitburn.
I realised what I said.
burnt to a crisp, everyone.
Hashtag send aloe vera.
Hashtag this massage chair just mugged me off. Hashtag.
Christ. No, he just tweeted, "Oh man, I'm locked in," and 10 police officers came, and that is the whole story. That's as much as I can get out of that. But yeah, he was a sleepy boy. I can relate to that, and he got locked in.
Well,
I've never had a professional massage.
Oh my god, it's so. Do you want to hear my massage story?
Yeah.
So I've had one massage, and I have to say, before I get to the pre-story, the massage bit was very nice. She had very small, strong Greek hands.
Just what you need, really.
But so I got to the. I was on holiday in Greece. I didn't just solicit a Greek woman to rub me.
Not this time.
Not this time, no. And I was like, oh, it's my first massage. Like, what's gonna happen? So we got there, and it was all there, pleasant music playing, and all of this, that, and the other. And so they were like, okay, so can you go into the changing room and change into the robe provided? And I thought, okay, so I'll put on the robe. I'll take my shirt and trousers.
Yeah, I didn't take anything off. Just put the robe
I'll take
on.
my shirt and trousers off, and I looked in there, and there was a tiny paper thong. Tiny
nice.
paper thong. It was just a bit of like a triangle of paper and a bit of string that went up between my bum cracks. Cracks.
You got multiple cracks.
But honestly, that was enough for me to be so unrelaxed and tense.
Yeah, that would. Like, I'd rather just get naked than wear that.
All the bing bong music in the world couldn't replace that.
Bing bong biscuits.
But then I was all right.
Missus.
She was like, take off the robe and put on the towel. So I put it over my bum, and I was like, okay, I'm covered. And then about halfway through, she whips it off, starts rubbing viciously in my bum cheek, and that's when I got tense again. I was all right until then.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to get near your bum. Christ.
Well, it's a farty bum, and that's a fact. Also, the music switched about halfway through. It was like bing bong music, and then
My back. My pussy, yeah, my crack.
It switched to like Tudor flute music. I didn't know how to feel. I felt very medieval.
See, that's how I like, because like us as musicians, we listen to music so much.
That's it, and it made the whole thing weird.
And exactly like if it was something like the sea or something that doesn't have a tune or a melody, but if it was background music, then I would really struggle to
I was
relax
focused on
around
it. It was like do 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 do, and I was like, oh, I feel like I'm going on a quest. Have I just gained 10 XP from this massage?
I feel like this is a curse as well, by the way. Like, you know, like as musicians, like I do find it hard to enjoy music sometimes because I analyze it too much.
I'm exactly the same.
Like Dave, you must have a nightmare. Like I bet going to see a live band isn't really fun for you. Like,
You should probably point out what Dave does, so there's some context.
oh, sorry, yeah. yeah. So Dave, what do you do shortly so people
I'm
understand?
a live sound engineer, so I mix gigs and festivals for a living. So I pretty much go to every single gig every day of the week when it's...
Yeah. So if there was a band that you really liked, I bet you're like, I don't want to see them because I bet you just sit there watching them going, well, that bass needs to go up a bit and the drums are a bit...
pretty much.
Like,
I mean, what's kind of weird is, as Joe was saying about massages, I was thinking about it the other day. I've been, for lucky enough, because of my touring industry, I've had the chance to go to different massage parlours around the world. But I've always noticed the amount of times I try and relax and I end up listening to the music and I get really irritated by the fact that how it repeats itself so much.
yeah. It's such a little thing that you don't like, that people don't really think about. Like,
But you're there going, oh, give us another fucking...
I have to say, this has become a segment of tangents, but my favourite moment was I went to a fairly big rock festival a few years ago called Slam Dunk, and I was watching a band I really like called Arcane Roots, and you were doing the sound, Dave. Do you remember? Do you remember what happened?
That was Heavy Festival.
Oh, was it Heavy Fest? Sorry, not Slam Dunk. It was Heavy Fest, yeah. And Arcane Roots were playing, and the generators lost power, and all the music cut. And everyone turned around to Dave, the sound man, and booed him. And it was the fucking funniest / most tragic thing. And the thing is, Dave just looked at everyone with like a look of contempt. He just like crossed his arms and just went, the fuck are you all booing at me for? I was like, I know that guy. He's famous for being booed at.
It's great having...
you're like, everyone's booing and you just looks to you in the audience going, Dave, hey!
And then he goes,
My thing was like, as sound engineers, you're so used to not being acknowledged, but like literally thousands of people turn around and booed because they thought you'd cut off the fucking sound.
Just got like, go back to say Joe, like response, go, Dave. Thumbs down.
I think the sound's off. Dave, I think the sound's gone, Dave.
You just text him. You're shit. Boo.
The funny thing was, I don't think you were even meant to. You were drafting in the last minute as well for that, weren't you?
yeah,
I remember you saying. Either that or you were trying to cover your fucking tracks, you snake. Sorry, we've gone off track a bit. Bib. Hot news coming in. Matt in Dartford. What's the Dartford scoop?
Hello.
Can you hear us?
I'm currently here.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I've lost the fact. Oh fuck! My chair's just.
It's not even a fact. It's news. It's news. We've just done facts.
Okay, right. I got my news. I've got my shit news. I got my shit news. Okay.
Dartford news.
The government in Egypt has asked the city's taxi drivers to drive around Cairo sounding their car horns. It is hoped that the familiar sounds of the city will induce a return to tranquility and normality following the recent pandemic. Operation Tutankhamun.
Oh no! Stop that immediately! I'm cutting you off. We're losing the feed from Dartford.
I've saved that joke all week.
That's awful.
So is that real news? I don't get it.
No.
Is it real news?
Fucking Egypt is going to bring out a fucking...
This is right.
Taxi
No.
Tutankhamun.
No. This is a legitimate news source, and you have fouled it. You have fouled the waters with your excrement from your mouth. I'm moving. Right.
I do have one.
No, I don't want to hear it. You're done. Right, Dave, what's your news story?
Oh.
So in Egypt, they've got car horns. And... I'll get my news. Right. Indian police arrest pink Pakistani pigeon on charges of espionage.
Oh yeah,
Now
that's a new way to incite racial tension.
Well, yeah, but pretty much. Well, there's always racial tension between Pakistan and India, sadly, since England moved away a long time ago. But basically, in India, they captured. Oh, well, it counts. Ain't that
That's true.
Yeah.
The pigeon was wearing an anklet inscribed with a series of numbers when it was captured on the Indian side of the India-Pakistani border.
Isn't that how they tag pigeons?
Well.
Well, the more
That's
you
the
know.
news story.
Yes, there you go. Well, that was my news. No, basically, yeah, this pigeon was captured with this ring, and members of the police service in the border of Pakistan and India, in India's side, found this pigeon and they thought it was a pigeon giving a secret message. So they captured it, placed it in a box. It became widespread news across India. And basically what it turned out to be was the pigeon was just a pigeon for celebration. A guy who lives right across the border edge released the pigeon at the end of the celebration of Ramadan, because pigeons and doves are a sign of peace, and letting a bird free is a sign of peace. And basically the little ring with a number around its leg was the guy's telephone number if it went missing. So the whole Secret Service of India was put in to try and crack what this code meant.
They didn't just think of picking up the phone.
That's 11 digits. All right. No, yeah, pretty much. It was just a little happy pigeon going on a little flight. It lived 2.5 miles away in Pakistan.
So they just like, wait a minute, and then they just turn it around and just says, "Call me, winky face."
Yeah. If you want the hottest girl, call this number
The
now.
hottest birds.
This is some niche sexting.
Guys. For real right now, for real. No
realsies.
lies. When you were younger and you didn't have any access to porn, did you used to just at late night turn on Channel 5?
Oh yeah.
Just see what was up. What was that? What was that
about.
really bad Channel 5 program? Eurotrash.
Yeah, Eurotrash.
Yeah. It was like the only way you would get to see a boob.
Yeah, and you'd wait for all of this shit stuff from Holland and Germany. There's a man who can balance 15 pints of beer in his head. I just want to see one glimpse of one tit.
one fresh titty.
Yeah, stop showing me Lars, the person who can put fucking toothpicks through his foreskin, and show me tits.
Less foreskin.
Yeah.
Or tits.
Ashley, what's hot in your neighbourhood?
Right, okay. So this is from about a week ago, 28th of May.
Oh, fresh.
Pair hired for man's broom sexual fantasy turned up in bedroom at wrong address with machetes.
Sorry, say that again, but slower.
Pair hired for man's broom sexual fantasy turn up in bedroom at wrong address with machetes.
Sorry, is that pair as in P-A-I-R or pair as in just a pair
of people.
fruit?
A pair of people. After appearing in an unsuspecting resident's bedroom with knives at 6:15 a.m, the duo accepted their mistake, saying, "Sorry, mate." Two men stuck into a bedroom with machetes after being hired to carry out a stranger's sexual fantasy of being tied up in his underwear and stroked with a broom, only to discover they had got the wrong address.
Sorry, so his sexual fantasy was what? To be threatened with a machete and stroked with a broom?
To be tied up in his underwear and stroked with a broom.
Right, step number one. Tied up with his underwear or in his underwear?
I don't know. I think in his...
How complicated is this man's underwear?
I don't know, but it's going a bit forward. It says the pair from Sydney, Australia made their apologies and left the startled victim's bedside as soon as they realised their mistake. One of the men, Terence Leroy, has now been
go?
I don't know, but it says has now been acquitted of entering the home in July 2019, intending to intimidate while armed with an offensive weapon. So they basically didn't get tried for it because the judge realised it was a mistake. But it just says they carried the machetes either as a prop or something to use in that fantasy. The fantasy was unscripted and there was discretion as to how it would be carried out. And apparently, according to court documents, a man living in Western New South Wales near Griffith wanted a broom handle to be rubbed around his underwear. And apparently he was willing to pay $5,000 if it was really good.
Hey, I mean, my favorite saying at the minute is "Don't yuck someone else's yum."
Oh, I like that.
So if it seems weird to you, just don't worry about it. The stuff you do that people might find weird. Don't yuck someone else's yum.
Things.
Matt likes all kinds of things with a small Siberian trumpet and a mouse, a sad mouse.
And they have to be sad.
It has to be sad. It has to have witnessed mouse genocide.
Horrible.
Yeah. Mouse genocide.
Yeah, so a lot of mice have to die.
That was a good combination of words.
Yeah, mouse genocide's my new metal band. A lot of mice have to die for Matt to get an erection. It's just how he is now.
That is a trying factor of it.
That is just how it is. There's nothing we can do about it.
With his penis.
And the trumpet has to be from Siberia.
He sends us all out to different pet stores because he's banned from them all.
Nightmare. And they ask us as well.
I send in moles to find mice.
Hey, we're strong on the puns today. Go on then, right? What's your shit news, Matt? Come on.
Okay.
This better not be another fucking pun, I swear to God.
Taxis in Egypt.
Have you heard about the river? Or are you just in denial?
Woman saved after breast implant deflected bullet away from her heart. So the 30-year-old woman suffered only a fractured rib after she was shot whilst walking on the street in Ontario. A woman was saved from death by her breast implant after they deflected a bullet when she was shot in the chest. She has not been named. Fucking hell, they repeat this a lot. They go, she was shot in the chest whilst walking. While she was walking, she was shot in the chest. She was shot. She only realised she had been shot when she felt heat and pain in her chest and saw blood when she looked down. And it basically went through her left tit. It went through her left tit and stayed in the right tit. So it was an angle.
So it came like straight through.
Yeah, it wasn't straightforward. It was like sideways on ish.
She, at first she was like shake it to the left, and then she was
having a good
to the right.
During surgery, surgeons removed the woman's left breast implant and found a bullet tract which aligned with the entry wound, but no bullet. They later examined the right implant and found it had been flipped upside down and the dome of the implant was damaged and the bullet was located beneath the woman's right breast in her chest. But they couldn't find the gun or the shooter.
I'm afraid, Matt, you have been found guilty of unfresh news because I, in fact, used that one in the first shit news.
Did you?
Yeah, it was one of my quick facts at the beginning. It's one of my quick news.
Oh right.
I mean, this one says 21st of April. That's when it's.
I think you've been played like a fool.
I've been played like a goddamn fool.
I was going to turn around and basically say I feel like that's more of an advertisement for breast implants. To be honest, paid the news. And by the way, these breast implants.
Insert advert here.
Breast implants that could save your life. That's pretty fucking cool. So that's shit news. Your escape from the lamestream media. So Matt and all involved, I have got a little game for you coming up next.
God.
Okay.
It's called Jock, Rock or Cock. So mull that one over in your mind, and I'll meet you in the next segment.
In these trying times, it's difficult to get together and reconnect. But now you have a reason to. Get in contact with your loved ones over a nice hot liquid and share Granny's cream pie. Packs full of buttery cream, dripping jam in a crusty ring. You'll love the taste of Granny's cream pie. Just close your eyes and put your tongue on it.
So, guys, we've got a little game for you today.
Ooh.
it is whatever what did I call it? I can't fucking remember. It's Jock, Rock, or Cock. Now, this is a game that I've adapted it slightly from some radio stations in America who do a similar thing. So basically, I'm going to give you some names, and you've got to guess if they're a rock band, a horse, like a competing horse, or a porno.
Right, okay.
Points will be awarded, but prizes will not be given. So first of all, we're going to go with Clitoris Rex. Clitoris Rex. What are we saying, Matt?
I think rock.
Yeah, rock. Yeah.
Rock. And Dave?
For horse.
It's a rock band.
Yes.
It's a rock band. Right. So what about... bearded clams?
Bearded clams.
Horse.
Band as well, I think.
So Dave thinks
I
it's
think
a
that's
band.
the horse. I think that's
a horse.
Jock.
What do you think it is? Ash?
I think Jock.
Jock. Yeah, Jock. Yeah.
It is a band. It is a band. Well done, Dave.
Oh, okay.
So we're all on level. Everyone's got 1 point.
Yeah.
Breakfast is Tiffany.
That's Jock.
Yeah, that's definitely a Jock.
It's a porno. Come on, guys.
Now I think about it.
Shit, yeah.
What about Kissing the Pink?
That's a porno.
Band.
Rock.
Horse.
It's a band. Kissing the Pink. Sorry, guys. Well done, Ash.
So hard. I love it.
Maxine the Mighty. Maxine the Mighty.
I'm going to go with a porn.
You're going to go porn?
Yeah.
He's a horse, guys. Come on. Dreaming Chocolate.
Horse?
Band.
Jock.
So you, Ash has said horse. You said band, Matt. What are you saying, Dave? Oh, he's thinking. He's got his thinking face on. Dreaming
Definitely a
Chocolate.
porno. Oh, is my thing gone?
No, horse.
Hey.
Yeah. Ash is tearing away. Evil Wiener.
That's definitely rock.
Rock.
I think I'll go with rock actually as well.
Rock. And Dave has disappeared.
Dave has gone outside.
He's gone outside.
Horse.
Dave has literally just left.
Weird.
Shall I pause here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready, Dave?
Band rock band. Band of rock.
Sort yourself out, Dave. Hey guys, I'm gay. I'm gay for really.
Tasty
Gays.
hay.
I'm gay for
Tasty hay.
because I'm a horse.
Jock.
How's everyone finding Jock?
It's good. I like this. Yeah, it's good.
I really like it.
Yeah.
It took me fucking ages to find some of these. Do 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 do.
Say again. Yeah. No, I'm gonna go. Oh, all right. Well, I'm no. I'm gonna do that every time now. No.
Really?
Oh.
I'm gonna pause this again. 3, 2, 1. So, Dreaming Chocolate. Ash, you're saying horse.
A horse. Yeah.
Matt,
Band rock, I think.
band rock.
Lost.
Band rock.
And Dave, what are you saying for Dreaming Chocolate?
Obvious now, isn't it?
Sorry,
We figured it.
I can't hear. Yeah, his mic's gone. Oh,
Yeah. See that? I don't know.
Dreaming Chocolate
Welcome.
is a horse.
Oh yes.
Oh.
So Ash is really fucking tearing away with this. There's some redemption points to be made. I've got a few more. Apollo's 13. Apollo's 13.
I think I'm gonna go cock with this one.
You're gonna go cock. Okay, interesting choice. Ash?
Yeah. Do you know what I am as well? Yeah.
Oh, you're just jumping on Matt's bandwagon there, aren't you? It's a porn film.
Yeah.
Look, I jumped on the right bandwagon then.
It seemed quite normal. I thought it might be like a parody of
Yeah. That's fine. Okay. Okay. What about Babe Per View? Babe Per View. Doesn't even make sense as a sentence.
I'm going to go with band.
Yeah, I'm going to go rock, yeah.
Yeah. Dave? That is a rock band. Oh, no, okay. I'll give you that point, David. You've only got 1 point.
That's what I said. Of course, that was what I said.
I've got two more for you, but sadly, even if you got both of these, Ash is still one.
Celebratory.
Grandma's thong.
Band.
That's a band.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, band. And straight A's.
Porn.
Porn.
The porn ones are they're too normal, aren't they?
Yeah.
But that has been whatever I called that game.
Jock, rock or cock.
Jock, rock or cock.
That was a great.
Bravo, I liked that. That was good, yeah.
Cool. So we have got the Blank O Mattic to finish us off.
Of course.
And I'd have no one else finish me off better than you three.
Aww.
Aw, cute.
Hey you, yeah you, what you doing on your lonesome? You tired of this lonely old incident? Wishing you had someone to talk to, someone sexy to talk to. Well, why not call one of our fowls and beautiful crustaceans and lead yourself to a conversation? Go ahead and call us a moist mollusk. Have a listen to some of our sexy barnacles, such as lovely Leslie the lobster. Or creamy Carrie the crawfish. Kinky Karen the krill. Oh man, we've even got Kyle the American lobster.
So I'm Kyle, I'm like working out and I love hanging out on the beach and I'm pretty fucking hard, dude. I might pinch her nipples.
This hasn't got your blood pumping. We don't know what will. So call us now on 0800 2722 382 537. Moist mollusk, getting you wetter than a deep sea creature.
Blank O Mattic, it's chromatic, it's dramatic. Blank O Mattic, it's Blank O Mattic.
All right, you weenies, listen here.
All right.
You bloody better listen.
I'm a bit scared.
It's that time.
Yeah.
It's that fucking time for the Blank O Mattic. We're opening up on a beer.
Every fucking time.
We're going to throw it around your head. So, we're stepping into new territory here. And we're stepping into new territory, motherfuckers. And we don't know where we're going to go. Last time we stepped into new territory was Smokey the Bear, and it was perfect. Now, Joe has found a new website. And
I found this at 5 a.m, so apologies.
If this website works, we have an endless supply of Blank O Mattics, okay, which is
Wonderful.
great news. And that's what really matters right now in 2020. So, this week's Blank O Mattic. Sorry, let me tell you what Blank O Mattic is for those people who are new to the. I'm very bad at that, telling people what actually things are. Blank O Mattic, we find online anything like a story or a letter, and we find it online, and you have to fill in the missing blanks, and then you click generate, and it will generate this weird letter or story based on the words that you put on, and it comes out with all kinds of chaos. Now, this week's Blank O Mattic is called The Pirate's Dream.
Wonderful.
Now,
I've often had dreams about pirates, but I doubt ones have had a dream about me.
yeah, so I don't know how this is going to go, but I think we just have to take it with a pinch of salt. Arr. Okay, so
Hey, Matt, before you start, what's a pirate's favourite letter?
Oh, for God's sake.
C.
No, R.
Well, no, you thought it was R, but then it was actually the C.
You ruined my joke.
I know I did. I know I did. That's why I said C.
I hate you.
Mugged you off, mate.
I swear to God, I think I've heard that joke about 15 times in the space of 3 weeks, I think.
What's the main reason a pirate died?
I don't know.
Probably famine and scurvy. So, mine wasn't a joke.
I'm still laughing because I'm a prick.
Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
Everyone take a sip of your drink. Prepare yourself.
I just did one but I haven't one.
Ash, take a big breath in. Okay. First name of a person. First name. Zebediah.
Zibbity Zebs.
Zibbity Zebs.
Wurzelscocks.
What about just Zibbity?
Zibbity.
What about
Zibbity.
Zibbo?
An adverb. Now, just for context, we all had to Google what an adverb was.
Yeah, we're 4 men in our 30s don't know what an adverb is, but I did find in my search unusual adverbs, and my favourite one I found was holus bolus, which means all at once.
So obviously we're going to go for holus bolus.
Holus bolus for the win.
And I've just lost the Blank O Mattic on my...
Great.
Good.
Thanks for listening, everyone. I've been fresh.
No, I have actually lost it on my screen. Right. So,
fuck.
right. It was called Zebedee and Holus Bolus.
Holus bolus.
Oh yeah, we hadn't got that far.
Okay. Food.
Yeah. I would like some food. Thanks.
So we got food. Thanks.
Yeah. Squash salami.
I was about to say squash, but yeah, not squash salami though.
All right, we can have squash salami.
Well, we can if you want.
I mean, isn't salami pretty squashed already? But
hey,
it's super squash salami.
it's squashed-er.
Squashed army.
Right, we need 3 adjectives. Flaky.
I like flaky.
Creamy,
yeah.
Creamy, obviously.
abortive.
Go on, Dave. What are you saying? Dave, your mic's not working.
Working again.
Yeah, you got to talk into the mic. This whole time we haven't been listening to you.
No, I've just been chatting away.
Abortive.
Squashy.
Abortive. Wow. Okay, we need an adjective that ends in est. Est.
Greatest.
Pretest.
Grotesque.
Grotesque. No, that's not. Grotesque. Grossest.
Adjective that ends in est.
Moistest.
Moistest.
No,
yeah,
please don't. Oh,
I mean, I feel like we have to have moistest because Ash doesn't want it.
Yeah, I think because Ash reacted.
Moistest. Part of body.
Jingly jangly.
Jingly jangly.
Nip
Adam
slips.
Daffle.
Nip slips.
But a nip slip isn't a body part.
What about Nippies? Just call them Nippies.
Jingly,
Jingly nippies.
Yeah.
Oh, so gross.
Oh, can you imagine that just drooping?
Verb past tense.
I seen it.
Quenched.
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 The past tense of quench is quench.
Quenched.
A past tense verb. Spunked.
Spunked.
Just a simple old spunked.
Yeah. Dave, I think something's up with your mic, but you're gonna have to lean forward when you talk. You can't lean back. Yeah, you just spoke into it. It didn't even work then. Cool. He just nodded. It worked then. It worked then.
All right, I'm back now.
Nods in Spanish.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps cutting out and not doing stuff.
I don't know.
Just so you all know, the next podcast we should all have brand new microphones. So
Yes. Can't wait.
there shouldn't be any of this sort of problems in the future. We need a noun. One noun. Power Rangers helmet.
Did you just look to the left and was like, I have that on my wall?
Yeah.
Power Rangers helmet is your noun.
Retro Ghostbusters memorabilia.
Jason from the Power Rangers throbbing purple helmet. Throbbing red helmet.
It's red helmet, yeah, but still.
Jason
I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Jason from the Power Rangers.
Throbbing red helmet.
Throbbing. Well, I mean, he was green.
Yeah.
Jason wasn't green. Jason was red. Tommy was green.
Yeah.
You fucking simp. Fuck me. When people get the fucking Power Rangers wrong.
Oh, yeah. It's because I'm looking at it and I was watching it the other day.
Technically, the Green Ranger's real name is Jason, so.
Who do you even think you are? And he was the White Ranger.
Count Factula.
You fucking simp.
Count Factula, yeah, right there.
I like the idea of a Power Ranger being called Gary or Keith.
Keith's the Power Ranger. He's the beige Power Ranger.
Yeah.
You know when they all transform into cool like dinosaurs? He just transforms into like just a fucking moth.
He's just egg. He's just a dinosaur egg.
Transform off!
Pterodactyl, Triceratops, egg, Mastodon.
I was just going to say one of those baby moles that are just like completely blank.
I just love the idea of him just like they all start to like come together and he's just like rolling slowly towards the fucking thing.
Oh no, he had a great fall. Sorry.
Right, so we need 3 adjectives that end in EST.
Go Power Rangers and Keith. Down. Sorry.
What was that? Sorry, say that again.
3 adjectives that end in EST.
I can only think of greatest. This is harder than the normal one.
Yeah, it is harder. We can have greatest.
This is like homework. The worstest.
What about blandest? I was going to say, but
Worstest.
No.
And we can have
the moldiest.
Oh yeah, moldiest.
It's quite good. Yeah.
Okay. And a normal adjective. Whiny.
Squelchy.
Snazzy.
Snazzerific. Wait, is that an adjective? I don't know.
Terrific. I'll just call it. Let's go for snazzy. Let's go for snazzy.
Terrific.
2 nouns. Teeth.
Teeth. If we're sticking with Power Rangers, what about like Kimberly's heaving breasts?
I mean, we're not. It's supposed to be a pirate thing. We're not.
Yeah, I'm sticking with fucking Power Rangers, Matt.
Power.
Kimberly's teeth.
Kimberly's heaving breasts, Matthew.
I like Kimberly's teeth.
Yeah, we're going with Kimberly's teeth.
Okay, Kimberly's heaving teeth. Meet me halfway at least.
What the hell is heaving anyway?
Heaving.
teeth.
Like heaving breasts. Hobbity.
That's gagging.
Hobbity. Hobbity teeth. Hobbity teeth.
Right, another noun.
Just clever. Clever. He's a clever boy.
No, a noun.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were on adjectives.
Carton of
pirate gland.
Spaghetti juice.
Pirate gland juice.
pirate gland.
What the fuck?
Carton of pirate gland juice.
I love before right. This like off podcast. Right, off podcast. Joe was like, "Guys, this is a new territory, so maybe keep our answers simple." And no, Joe's just gone full fucking Joe Marshall on it.
Hey guys, hey,
Kimberly's heaving breast and carton of pirate gland juice.
I thought we were going with heaving teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did go for teeth, but that's what you suggested.
Look, when you milk the adrenal glands of a pirate, it's gonna happen.
Pick a fucking food. One food.
Snake fruit.
Snake fruit. Okay, we'll keep it simple.
Snake fruit.
Spaghetti snake fruit. No, I'm just keeping it snake fruit. There's too many words here. Adjective.
No, I want too many words now.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell, another adjective.
Squelchy. I want squelchy.
Yeah, squelchy.
Yeah, squelchy.
Okay,
Squelching
and then we
boys.
need 4 nouns and 1 animal.
Oh my god.
Christ.
Well, egg for the animal.
Wait. Let's take a step back.
No, bobcat.
Take a step back. Let's think piratey then. Let's get some piratey nouns.
Right, let's get some pirate list. All right.
Mutiny.
Mutiny's not a noun.
Headless parrot.
Headless parrot. Yeah, cool.
Common in the pirate world.
Shiny gold doubloons. Shiny, and then in brackets, shiny.
Doubloons, yeah?
Doubloons, yeah, I like doubloons.
Okay. Ash, come on, think Sea of Thieves.
Wait, so what have we got? We've got the animal, we've got...
Well, this
No. Saying that, we called a noun a headless parrot, so...
Yeah. All right, okay, so what, that's not the animal then?
No.
I said try.
Oh, meg meat.
Meg meat, yeah. Meg
Yeah,
meat.
meg meat.
Smeg what?
Meg meat.
Megalodon meat.
Megalodon meat.
Oh, I feel like that's some kind of in Sea of Thieves shit joke.
No, Megalodon was a real big shark back in the day.
You're a real big shark.
Meg meat.
1 more noun and an animal.
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 Fetus flakes. Crispy. A tin of fetus flakes.
Tin of crispy fetus flakes.
Crispy fetus flakes.
I feel like a pirate's enemy is a crocodile with a clock.
Or crispy fetus flakes.
One crocky boy.
And we need an animal. 1 more animal.
Oh, there you
One
go.
crocky boy with a clock.
One TikTok croc.
TikTok croc. There you go.
One
TikTok
TikTok croc. Well done.
TikTok croc. Fucking hell, right.
And
Everyone,
can you make it TikTok like the app?
everyone take a drink.
He's posting spicy dance videos for everyone to look at.
Oh, come on.
Making those fucking lady crocodiles thirsty.
There's currently a fox.
All right, are we ready?
Wait, one sec. So everyone was talking and Dave just went, "There's currently a fox." Sorry.
Behind my house.
Oh, okay. I've wondered what.
Context, Dave.
He's looking at all right. Oh, mathematic time, yeah?
Please, mate, I have a morsel of context.
Context is everything unless you're playing the Blank O Mattic.
Okay, right.
He's gone and died.
You motherfucking turds.
So what's this called? A Pirate's Dream?
The Pirate's Dream.
Okay.
Are we ready?
I'm ready. I'm
ready.
Right, before we get started, I want to get you and all you listeners out there get into that perfect pirate set. You know, you're on a pirate ship, all right?
Poke out one of your eyes.
Pull out an eye and cut your leg off.
Fiddle with your parrot.
Excuse me.
Okay. Quiet in the room, please.
Stop breathing, Ash.
Fuck's sake.
Ash, put it on mute, please.
Okay. But then I can't laugh.
Yeah, no, leave it.
Yeah, leave it. The Pirate's Dream. The waves crashed around the ship. Master Zebedee, the pirate's dismay. He holus-bolus scooped the squash salami up in his flaky bucket and tossed it outside.
Oh, Christ.
He had the creamy job, which showed his abortive rank. It also meant that he would get the moistest share of any booty. Jingly, jangly nippies and hooks on. I'm going to repeat that.
Yeah, sorry, repeat that, please.
It also meant that he would get the moistest share of any booty that the crew could lay their jingly jangly nippies and hooks on.
Why did you have to repeat that again?
Jingly jangly nippies.
He spanked as he daydreamed about a Jason from the Power Rangers throbbing red helmet as captain. He would have the greatest sword, the worstest telescope, and the mouldiest teeth.
Oh, dear me.
Oh, mate.
Moldy teeth.
He would be feared than ever. The great snazzy beard.
Nice.
All the booty would be his, and all the Kimberly heaving teeth too. Yo ho, and a carton of pirate gland juice of snake fruit.
That's my new. That's my new fucking.
That's my MySpace hat.
Yo ho, and a pirate. Yo ho, and a carton of pirate gland juice of snake fruit. Right. Are we ready? Arr! Wake up, squelchy dog! Cried Long John Headless Parrot. The infamous captain of the ship. Jack awoke shaken and disappointed that his shiny doubloons, in brackets, was just only a dream. He continued to complete his megalodon meat and hoped that at least for doing a good job that they would leave some tin of crispy fetus flakes for him. And one day, maybe, just maybe, he will become captain after all. 10 seconds later, the ship was swallowed by one TikTok croc.
Was that it?
That's it.
Oh,
Excellent.
Well done.
do you know what? All those words really fit quite well.
It was quite
Yeah.
surprising.
His,
Yeah.
moldy teeth, or whatever it was.
So I think we found our new source of Blank O Mattics.
Oh Christ! So yeah, that was the Blank O Mattic.
So the next podcast we will have some new microphones, hopefully anyway. So you should hear less buzzing and breathing and beeping.
All the buzzing and bleeping and breathing will be primarily just from us.
Yeah.
Not our equipment.
So thank you very much for listening. We hope you are keeping well, keeping safe in these weird and awful times. This is Sin and Jim podcast. If you have any facts you'd like to send in or questions, blah, 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 please send it in to sinandjinpodcast@gmail.com.
And I hope you all are wonderful, and I want to touch each one of your faces when this is all over.
And if you're wondering where Dave's voice is, it's completely disappeared from the podcast.
Thank fuck
thank
for
you
that. We can all talk about him now without any repercussion.
Yeah.
I fucking hate
What a
that guy.
wanker.
What a dick.
Shit.
Oh, no, there's your voice.
I'm back.
The best bit was he was complimenting that his microphone was like £450 or something, and then there's me with my pro sound that hasn't come out.
£20 from,
I love the wiggle of the head then.
from Toys R Us. The now defunct Toys R Us. Right.
See you later, guys. Thank you very
guys,
much.
you fucking
Bye.
weenies.
Bye.
Bye.
That was quick.